How the hell do you deal with this?
I was thinking, I'm glad those days are over. I'd have to sit through trying to get through 20 overs of this.
You can't score runs or take wickets in the past or the future. So you've got to make sure the focus is on the present moment.
I'm 6'4", I've got a helmet on, a cricket bat in my hand. I'm taking on Mike Tyson.
We're here to talk about The Test, a new era for the Australian team, a doco-series available on Amazon Prime Video. Let's talk about pressure. Cricket is a game synonymous with pressure, on and off the field, pressure of performance, you're under pressure when you're injured, all sorts of selection pressure. We go to Justin Langer to save our bacon, basically, and then move us through that summer without those guys looking towards going to the Ashes. Was he the right bloke? Has he done a great job?
Without doubt, yes.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think he's been fantastic. It was a tough initiation for him, but I think he's stuck to his beliefs and how he wants the Australian team to play, to conduct themselves.
You know, from his point of view, that first 12 months, you know, he wasn't taking kindly to that because he's never really failed as a coach. He's had a lot of success as a coach. So he was doing it tough, but now he's come out the other side and obviously seen the results with the Ashes and then obviously a strong home summer this year just gone. But the thing that helps, obviously, is having couple of your key men back, particularly with the batting, and that was the area where we got exposed against India.
You take out your two best men. You take two best batsmen out of any team, I don't care how good you are, you're going to struggle. To take Warner Smith, the two best and two most experienced players, and then Bancroft, who was arguably the third best player. So your three best players are gone.
Let's get to the Ashes after going through that season and they're back. Now, you've opened the batting in an Ashes series. Is that a lot of pressure?
Well, it is in England because
Absolutely.
you know that it's probably one of the hardest jobs you're going to get in those conditions, depending on the game scenarios or the conditions itself when it's overcast and the ball's swinging around, and particularly with England because they're so strong there. So, and also the pressure of knowing that it's been such a long time since 2001 since we won an Ashes series there. So, you know, with a young team and obviously integrating the three players back into the setup, there was obviously a huge amount of stuff going on within the Australian team. So I think that obviously created pressure, but then you've got the individuals that are fighting their own battles as well. You know, Cameron Bancroft finds his way back in at the top of the order after obviously guys like Marcus Harris and Joe Burns had played during the Australian summer. Then you got Smith coming back in and Warner coming back in. So, you know, batting at the top of the order, we saw how tough it is. You know, David Warner, who's a class player, had a shocking Ashes series. Yeah. But that can happen in England because if your name is all over it, it's all over it.
We're saying that, Davey Warner really struggled, but how well did Broad bowl to him?
Unbelievable. But as an opening batsman, if someone's got your measure like that and you got a failure and maybe a score in the first game and then a failure in the second game, how's the pressure then?
I always felt it becomes part of your psyche as a batsman that you're trying to make sure that you're not getting out to the same the same bowler all the time. And that doesn't mean that you throw your wicket away to someone else so that it can't be the same
because
bowler.
They start in the paper, they're going, Kadich is so-and-so's bunny, and
Correct.
You're reading that, and it's in your head, isn't it? Yeah. One last question for you. When you're in England and they started chanting sumo.
Yes. I was deeply offended. Mate, who cares? Mate, the big thing about sledging and
those T-shirts, did you have a piece of that? You had a piece of those
What
T-shirts?
T-shirts? Is there a tax man watching this? No. Of course I did. But the thing about verbal
because they used to give it to you.
Sledging.
They gave it to you in England. They gave it to you in South Africa.
I learned in grade 2, Dad told me in grade 2, what people say can't hurt you unless you let it. Mate, I'm going to get upset by someone calling me fat, am I? Seriously. I'd be upset every day of my life, every minute, every second of my life.
All right, what about the bloke you chased up the race in South Africa?
Oh, that was different. See, that was a situation of the game, and it was interesting how people said that I'd lost control, okay? I've come up the race, and the thing about it, we'd been in South Africa for four and a half weeks, and everywhere we're going, we're copping it. So I'm coming up, and this is the first test match in South Africa. Walk up, he has a crack at me. Now, the situation of the game was we're 9 down, okay? It's just before tea on the last day. I'm batting with Tim May, and we need 180 to win. Now, I'm thinking, we can't bat for an hour and a half, or 2.5 hours. We might as well go for the runs. That's what my mate said. So a rain delay, get off the ground. He's given it to me now. So I got up, and the boy said, what happened there? I've turned around, And where the media said I lost, it was like slow motion. He's got his fingers up over the top of the fence. And I can remember back thinking, if I get my bat on the right angle here, I could break 8 fingers. So in the end, just hit the black, and he's gone back. Now, I'm 6'4", I've got a helmet on, a cricket bat in my hand. I'm taking on Mike Tyson. So I've got over, mate, you got something to say? Let's hear it. And he's backed off. And I may have added, just like every other prick over here I've met, you're as weak as piss. And I had a good laugh at it. And then next day I found out I got fined $4,000 from the Australian Cricket Board and found out it wasn't that funny.